building with the lovely
ShawnteOutLoud
and the Brody.
Sauvi the Coolest, you already know what it is.
You know what it is.
Welcome. I think the first time I ever met you was when you performed up in Mira Mesa a couple of weeks ago, right?
Oh yeah. We were just talking about that. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I just had a performance, like
Yesterday.
Right, yeah.
Like, damn near yesterday.
Why don't you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, it was cool, man. I really like it was cool, but then like what made my night was I got paid for it. I didn't even ask.
What?
I didn't even ask to get paid for it.
Hey,
They paid me.
whatever they
That's
get
So I'm
paid.
like, hey, that shit's lit.
Right.
I'm hella bought food for all the
What?
homies. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was like
It's
That's a
money.
love.
A
That's
bag
a
is
love.
a
Yeah, that's
bag.
what
That's
hey,
a
shout
love.
out to Tall Dark and Looks. Yeah. Bought
Word.
the homies
That's
some food, put some gas in the
badass
car,
right
it was
there.
lit.
Yeah, of
Hella
course.
badass.
Yeah, no, don't knock it. A bag is a bag.
Yeah.
That's what I say. You know, as long as you're not ruining your insides for it, it's worth it.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
It was cool though. Like it was at y'all heard of Space Bar?
Space bar.
Yeah, Space Bar is cool, man. They're
Cool
starting to
little
throw more
spot.
shows. I wish it was 18 and up, but
Yeah.
that's the only thing that be killing shit. But other than that, it's, you know, grown folks here, everybody trying to have a good time. There's no drama and shit.
That's
Right.
Oh.
That's the one. That's the one positive of the 18.
Yeah.
You know, no 18. Your success with grinding. Grinding is huge.
Yeah.
Getting pushed everywhere by everyone.
Yeah, it's weird because like I just put music out just to like, you know, put it out to see like
Taste
how
make, yeah.
people will feel it, you know. So
Temperature.
I don't sit there and be like, yo, I'm about to drop this shit and this shit about to just go crazy. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So like when I drop
exactly.
shit, I try to drop it just to show people, you know, what I'm doing. You know, it's cool like getting a reaction because I get on my SoundCloud and I get messages all the time. People are just like, yo, man, I can relate to this shit, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, that's what's up, dog. Like, and if you can relate to the music, then I'm doing something right. You know,
Exactly.
like, I don't like making music, you know, like how other people make music nowadays. You know, everybody has like this fantasy rap, you know, like I like, that's why I don't put out music every day because like I have to live life still, you feel me? In
Yeah.
order to put out music because I need to rap about what I'm doing instead of just, oh, you know what, let me make up some shit. Like, no, you know, like, so that's why I kind of like, I don't really put out music too much, you know, because
Yeah, but you're casing it to
Yeah.
your
Right.
taste.
yeah, so that's why like now I'm trying to drop more shit because my biggest problem was not dropping enough music. You know, like I was sitting there fucking you know, I was just worried about like, oh, this might not be what people want to hear.
Yeah.
But you like I start understanding like, dude, people don't have to hear that. Like, people still hit me up about songs that I made like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, all this
I
shit
bet.
is tight. I just heard
I bet.
this, you know. So it's like that's why I'm just like putting out hella music and stuff. Like, you know, like I'm not tripping about like, oh, it's not the right time. I'm just like, fuck it, drop it, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But I need to start dropping more videos. That's what I'm working on right now.
Well, I think it's important not to oversaturate
Yeah.
any of the supporters or anybody because once we, like you said, start feeling like you're dropping every week, we aren't going to click it. We're not going to click as often.
Exactly, because it's like, you know,
Yeah.
like, we're used to it, you know? Like,
Right, right.
For
And
real,
exactly.
I'll get to that later, but like if it's like, you know, once every 2 months, and like it's cool. So, but
It's a little bit more nuance
yeah,
for
so
people.
that's why I'm working on a few projects right now. I'm not really rushing it. I got a collab tape with G1, you met him, and then I got my solo stuff. So I'm just trying to work on
Just
more
building.
stuff, more, you know, just more work, you know, so people can listen, you know, because I've been gone for a minute, you know, like I moved
Yeah,
to
but
Tulsa.
you picked back up so quick because
Yeah.
I mean, look, you just told us you just did a show, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
from being hiatus that
Yeah.
long, and then people still recognize
2
you.
shows in 2 months.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's huge.
And I'm
Some
trying-
people
I'm
can't
trying
get
to get
it
'em,
quarterly.
every day for something, man.
So people know your name, so it's
Yeah.
definitely not like it never lost its buzz, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, cause like, and it's crazy, cause like, me being gone for a year, like to Tulsa, like I swear, San Diego, like it changed because
Oh yeah.
you know, like people start getting locked up, whatever, you know, and there's like new people coming in now, you know, so it's like, dang, I be like I gotta introduce myself to them. Usually it's like, oh, I know you, but now you know the younger people.
It's funny because I used to call you the younger generation.
Exactly.
I've known you since forever. But that's the thing, you're still part of this young generation.
Yeah, exactly.
You were one of the founders of the young generation movement.
Exactly.
And I think that people in our age group, Sauvi, between the in our age, I think that we are kind of on the precipice of the younger generation and the older generation.
You guys are.
We saw exactly right in the middle. We saw how it didn't work for the older people, and we're seeing how the younger people are kind of making the moves. And I think that we're on top of really pushing that movement forward.
But that it is good because, like, you know, when I was younger, I was the one throwing house parties and having like people perform. Like nobody was really doing that. You feel me? So like now to see like people like younger than me doing it, you know, actually putting on venues and stuff, because like literally, I'm not gonna say I was the first, but I was one of the few young dudes out here throwing my own shows. You know, like I've done throwing shows with like my homies. I've done throwing shows with like 1207. You know, like
Dre Trap, the whole Calian.
I've been throwing shows, so it's dope now to see young people throwing shows, and we don't have to go to venues and open up for people. You know, to pay to play. You know, like.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. I just feel like San Diego is like really growing. Like this music scene is like growing.
It is.
You know?
It is. I mean, you like I always give credit to you guys. The younger Dago is gonna just be the one that's gonna take this off. You know.
Yeah, on top. And that's how I say like even if I don't blow up, like I feel like I'm gonna have that foundation where I can put the younger people that are in high school right now on. You know, so it's like. That's why
such a grown mind in that young body, man.
So like I'm not really worried about like being the biggest artist in Dago, you know, like I'm just out here trying to like make something happen for all of us so we all can eat, you feel me? Like that's all that matters. Like I don't want to be the face like of San Diego. That's not the goal. Like the goal is to have the whole city on, you know, like how LA is on. LA don't have a face, you know, like Atlanta doesn't have a face. Everybody's just getting put on, you feel me? Like, and that's how I want Dago to be. I just want people, you know, to get that chance, you feel me? Because we got a lot of talent out here, dog.
Definitely.
Like, for real. Especially like these young dudes, man. Like one of my favorite dudes right now is like Malik. Like Malik, he's young still.
We're trying to get him on here, so we definitely got to catch up.
Yeah, Malik Burgers, like I like him, man. Like he's young, dude, and he's like he already knows what he wants to do. When I was his age, I was still trying to figure out like what the fuck I wanted to do. You know?
I mean, it was just a different time too.
Yeah,
it was just a different time.
Exactly, but exactly because like the older generation when I was younger, it was like they were still trying to figure out the way. You know, like so it was kind of like. It wasn't like we were in competition, but they were more worried about their craft. You know, so it's like it's cool. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just glad like I got put on game, like even going out of town with y'all, you know, like CGE, you know what I mean? Like back in the day when I was in high school, like I was going on little mini tours and shit. That's dope, man. Like
but now you're the name. You're the name that people recognize.
Exactly. That's why now I'm just trying to like, I'm trying to make something happen, you know, like to make a name for myself, you know. Put
you are, bro. Yeah. You as much as you're pacing and doing what you're doing, you've made a name for yourself, just within everything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Within everything.
Yeah, but but right now I'm about to start working on videos. I need more visuals, you know. People don't know my face, you know, like they hear my name, they be like, oh, you're Sauvi. I'm like, yeah, but they be like, oh, I didn't know what you look like, because I don't really put my face on social media like that.
And it's hard, I think, especially when your vision is so much bigger than yourself, to want to feel like you can put your face out, because you kind of feel like it's taking away from what you're trying to build, and how, I'm so much bigger, you know, what I'm doing is bigger than me, but people still want that connection. And
exactly.
And because we do live in such a visual world and a visual time, that video clip can get you even further, just because that's who that and those connections and those dots are kind of connected, and everybody's like, wow, this is who I've been supporting.
Exactly.
this is who I have been supporting. I now have a face to the name.
Yeah, because, I mean, I remember you could just drop music and people like, oh, shit, like, he just dropped another song. But, you know, you got, like, hella people dropping music now.
So
like, so it's like, you dropping music is cool, but it's like, we want to see what you're doing, man.
Yeah,
like, we want to see what you're really about because, you know, like, a lot of people, they front, you know, like, and it's not, when you meet them, you listen to their music and then you meet them, it's a whole different thing, you know?
Right.
Like, that's why, I like when people, like, know the fact when I talk, they're like, man, you sound exactly like how you rap. You feel me? Like,
record.
You know, so, like, when I was doing my show, like, a few days ago, like, people were telling me that, you know, they were telling me, like, I have that San Diego sound because it's not, like, it's not gangster, but it's like, okay, I'm cool, but don't fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about my business. You feel me? So like that's the type of, you know,
just have
image.
a real trait.
Yeah, I want to have that image where it's just like, you know, I'm the coolest, man. Like,
right.
I'm trying to be cool with everybody.
That's how he got his name.
I know.
I ain't trying to be for nobody, man. I'm just out here trying to get this money, man. Trying to put this music out. That's all it is.
Hey, getting paid for a show, that's the first start.
Yeah.
It's crazy how, like, time has, like, changed.
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm still young, I feel like I've been around so long, like, in San Diego, because I've been making music since, like, 2006, you know? Like, I've been making music since, like, MySpace days.
Oh,
you know? Like, so, like, you know, just to see, like, the growth of the city is crazy, yo. Like, I mean, even though, like, it kind of, like, makes me feel weird that everybody raps, you know? Like, back in the days, dude, like, I used to have to save up my lunch money just to come to his house, you know? Like,
for studio
you know,
time.
for studio time, like, because there was not a lot of studios out here. I could literally go to the liquor store right now and be like, yo, where's the studio?
They be like, over here.
Like, oh, the homie got one over here. Like, you couldn't do that before. That's why, like, I feel like it's easier to make music nowadays because it's easier to find a studio. I was in high school, dude. Nobody had no studio. Nobody was rapping, you know? Like, everybody was playing sports and
you
stuff.
were making beats. Too.
Yeah, exactly. I was, like, that's literally, like, what I first started doing was making beats and stuff. So, like, yeah, I just, and DJing, too. Like, I got a little bit of DJing behind my belt. You know, I like DJing, too. But, you know, rapping is, like, just something I do, you know? But I like to do everything, you know? Like, I literally want to be a tour DJ, too, like, for a year. Like, man, fuck rapping. Let me
spin your
records
for
let me tour
you.
with you and I'll be your DJ. Like, that's me. That's why like Chuck English is like one of my like idols, you know? Like, I like him because he does everything. He's not in a box, you know?
The artist.
Yeah. So
it takes a lot to be able to recognize yourself as an artist and not just a rapper or a singer or a photographer. I think if you really want to create art, you create art however you see fit.
Last words to the camera, maybe.
Shoot, hey, I'm about to drop more music. I mean, I'm dropping a tape, a collab tape. Probably won't drop until like probably 2 months from now. I don't know, but y'all be on the lookout for
What's
that.
some of your social media to get you
and follow me on the Coolest SD. Twitter. That's my Twitter and my IG. I mean, follow me.
We'll put it all on the bottom for you.
follow your boy. Holla at me if you got some beats, whatever. You trying to make some music. Holla at me.
Man some beats.
For real, I need some beats, man. All right, y'all.
And you know, you can always follow me on Twitter, Instagram, ShawnteOutLoud, or you can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on my podcast, for Sauce Podcast. It's both Twitter and Instagram on that one.
Yeah. Her new logo looks pretty sick.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I seen that shit. That shit was tight.
It's clean.
I seen you was happy about it too.
Oh man.
That's how it was when I got my logo.
Oh shit.
It's official.
It's official. Yeah.
But y'all, till next time, y'all know what to do, man. Go ahead, comment, like, subscribe, and share the page. You know what I mean? Hopefully, y'all catch future endeavors of these new episodes. But till then, we out.
One. That's so funny. No,